Hi Virgo, welcome to my channel. My name is Kem. Today, Virgo, you guys got the Loch Ness Monster. Now it's interesting because that's not really an animal. It's not a real animal, right? But I was looking it up and they say that there's a meaning behind the Loch Ness Monster, right? There's a spiritual meaning, and the meaning behind it is if you treat the lake well, right, and you take care of it and you don't pollute the lake where the monster lives, right? The saying is that the Loch Ness Monster will protect the lake and it will be flourishing with fish and it will, the lake will prosper, right? But if you don't take care of the lake, I mean, it's kind of like common sense, right? Obviously if you pollute a lake, it's not going to have a lot of fish in it, right? They're going to die. So I feel like that was the meaning behind the Loch Ness Monster. It was if you treat it well, it will do well. And I kind of feel like that could be similar to you, Virgo. Maybe you're not treating yourself the best way. I'm kind of getting maybe you're not taking care of yourself the best way. So whether that be working out, whether that be eating well, sleeping well, maybe that's just what this is about. You can do a lot, but only if you're taking care of yourself. If you don't take care of yourself, right, you're not going to be able to do anything. So I feel like health is the most important thing, and that's something that we might, take for granted on a daily basis. But I feel like that's kind of what they're trying to get at. It's if you treat something well, it will do well. But if you treat or you neglect something, it won't necessarily prosper. So just make sure you're taking care of yourself, Virgo. That's kind of what I'm getting with this message. Anyway, let's pull some cards, Virgo. So Virgo, we have a masculine and a feminine energy. You can choose your energy if you're the masculine or the feminine. We have a lot of kings and a lot of queens. So there might have been other people involved in this relationship with the two of you, but a third party, or maybe you guys have been dating other people. There are a lot of kings and queens here, but again, that could just be your energy, right? You're the empress, they're the emperor, and these are the many hats that you guys wear. But anyway, what I'm getting with this masculine energy is that they were the type of person who I feel thought they knew everything, when it comes to love and when it comes to relationships and when it comes to, experiences of love, right? Someone who's very, again, I just want to say experienced, right? Someone who has dated a lot of women and knows kind of the games that women play and knows the games that men play, and it kind of feels, it's a little bit of a jaded energy. But what I'm getting with this masculine energy is they really didn't know shit. They thought that they knew a lot about love, but they didn't. And that's what I'm getting. This masculine energy thought that they were some sort of sage, right, when it came to love. And what I'm getting with this is they really didn't know as much as they thought they did about love. Because I feel if you've ever really been in true love with someone, it's not something that you can ever really forget, right? It's not something that leaves your mind at any time or leaves your heart at all. It can leave your mind, but it never will leave your heart, and you'll always have love for that person, right? So I feel this person thought that they knew what love was, and they thought that they were kind of a master of it. And now I feel this relationship with you, Virgo, has made them seem very confused. They feel like a novice now. Do you know what I'm saying? And I feel this is kind of a lesson for this masculine, right? With the 5 of Wands and the King of Cups, it's what do you really know about love, right? We're going to show you, because this person, I think this is the type of person who says something and they're the type of person that, they don't want to go back on their word. So if they say to, everybody, I don't know, I broke up with this person, and it's like I broke up with them for this, this, and that. Like, they will hold on to that forever, right? I think their image also has a lot to do with the way that they act, right? Because it's like people are going to see me in a certain way, so I have to act in a certain way, right? So this is someone, a masculine, who cares about what others think, right? And they care about like what other people have to say. And I feel like, again, there's this lie here, right, with the Ace of Swords. So I feel like something happened to this masculine in love with you, Virgo, where it made them feel a little bit confused, because it's like, I do love this person, but you know, it's like this person made some sort of statement like, oh yeah, we broke up and we're never getting back together, right? And just because they said we're never getting back together, like, that's the lie, right? Or like, I don't love this person anymore, I'm moving on, right? That's the lie. Like, there's something that this person said when it came to love, that they were like, yeah, it's so easy to say goodbye to someone. It's so easy to be like, yeah, I don't love this person anymore. It's so easy to like make these types of proclamations, right? But at the end of the day, I feel like this person still loves Virgo. I feel like this person still has a lot of care for Virgo. I feel like they're kind of full of shit, right? Because they're telling everybody like, yeah, I'm done with this person, I don't care about this person anymore. But at the end of the day, like, this is a lie, right? Like, the Ace of Swords is out here in reverse, and yeah, they might be saying like, I don't want this Empress, I don't want this person anymore, I don't want this cup anymore, right? Like, I'm rescinding my cup. But that's unjust, because I feel like this person has a lot of love for Virgo. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, this person just seems like a person who maybe they have Aries in their chart, because Aries' read was a lot about yesing people and just being like, yeah, like a yes man type vibe. So yeah, maybe this person just, again, wants other people to make sure that like their word is kept. Like, if I go back on my word, I'm gonna look dumb, right? So I have to keep my word. I feel like this Emperor, again, wanted to feel like they were in charge, and wanted to feel like they were experienced, and wanted to feel like they were the ones, you know, calling all the shots. But at the end of the day, I feel like when it comes to love, this person lied. Like, they said they didn't care anymore. They said like they would never get back with this person. They said like, you know, they had no love for this person. And I feel like it was all kind of fake. You know what I mean? I feel like it was just something that they said. And now I feel like that's what the problem is for this person. The problem with this person, the problem for this person is that they already said like they wouldn't go back. They already said they didn't care. You know what I mean? They said like they had no love for this person anymore. So now they kind of look like an idiot, right? If they would want to return. And that's kind of what I'm getting with this masculine energy. It's like, I do want to return. I do have love for this person, but I don't want to go back on my word. Or I don't want people to look at me and be like, well, I thought you said you didn't love this person anymore. Or I thought you said you didn't care about this person anymore. That's what I'm getting with this read. It's like someone who, you know, they said something, and, you know, they tried to mean it, or they want to mean it, but they can't really mean it. Do you know what I'm saying? Because like, when it comes to love, and that's what's funny about love. When it comes to love, you can say a lot of shit, right? You know, you have those best friends that call you all the time and complain about like, oh, my boyfriend or my husband did this, this, and this, and you know, and then like sometimes the issues are pretty big, and you're like, you know, well, why have you thought about talking to this person? Or like, and they call you every day with the same bullshit, but they don't necessarily make any changes. And then you're like, why does this person call me every day to complain about their spouse and then not do anything about it, right? Like, we all know those people that are like that. But when it comes to love, it's just better not to get involved. You know what I mean? Because no one's going to understand someone's relationship with another person as much as the two people in the actual relationship. I mean, that's what I've learned, you know, from my friends and from my like experience. You can't really understand love. Like, it's not something to understand. So I feel like this person tried to be really logistical and tried to like shut somebody out, which I feel like was Virgo. Again, you could have been the Emperor, and you could have been trying to shut somebody out, Virgo. It could be reversed, right? So just choose your energy. But I feel like whoever this masculine energy is, they just really wanted to like move forward in life. And I feel like they have, like, they're moving forward when it comes to career, and they're trying to, you know, take steps in career. That's what I'm getting with the abundance card. Like, they're focusing not much on love, but more on career, right? And that has actually been very prosperous for them. They have actually, you know, achieved a lot in work. So I feel like the only realm that they haven't really felt comfortable in is love. And I feel like, again, this person is like, well, I said I wouldn't do this, and I said I wouldn't do that. So, you know, how's it going to look if I go back on my word, and people are going to think this and that? And it's just funny, because it's like, at the end of the day, you can say like how much you don't love someone, I mean, how much you don't want to be with someone, but I just feel like this person really has a lot of love for this Empress. Like, that's what it is. Like, it doesn't matter how much you try to say that you don't. Like, that's the energy here in this read. So with the Two of Swords in reverse twice, I feel like they went back and forth for a really long time, because we have the Two of Swords here with the Maiden, and then we have the Two of Swords here. So it's like, even though this person is focusing on work, I feel like it's in the back of their mind. I feel like in the back of their mind, they're like, I really still care about this person, but I, again, won't go back. I won't go back. Like, I can't go back, right? So now I feel there's been some sort of illumination for this masculine energy where, you know, with the Knight of Coins, I feel like, and this Nine of Swords, I feel like this person has just finally come to the realization that when it comes to love, you can't, you know, sometimes people aren't necessarily good for us. And, you know, there could be problems when it comes to communication here. There could be problems. There's maybe some sort of problem that this masculine didn't like and they left. But what I'm getting with this Nine of Swords is like, I think this person has come to the realization that they're always going to have love for this person, this Virgo, or if it's reverse, reverse it. But this masculine energy is realizing like they're always going to have love for this person. It doesn't necessarily matter if they're together or not. It doesn't matter if, you know, they see each other or not. This masculine energy has a lot of love for this feminine and there's not anything that you can really do about it, because that's what love is, right? So again, now I feel like they're looking at themselves, and this is like some sort of self-reflection. It's like, yeah, why do I want to go make an offer to somebody that I already cut out of my life, right? Like, why do I want to make an offer to somebody that I said I wouldn't, you know, be with anymore? Like, why do I still think about this person? Like, it's like, yeah, it's like we had an ending already, right? And now this person is, and again, another Knight of Swords. They're in anxiety because it's like they don't want to go back on their word, but at that same time, they still want a higher level of commitment with this person that maybe left them out in the cold, or that they left out in the cold. I feel like it's this masculine that left the feminine out in the cold. So I feel like this masculine is really trying to like figure out what the hell to do, because again, it's like, okay, maybe I can say to myself, I do love this person still and I'll always love them, but I still have to move on with my life. It's like, okay, maybe I still love this person and I want them in my life. And now it's like, okay, so then I'm back to square one, right? It's like this person went in a huge circle. You know what I mean? And that happens sometimes, right? Like, you push something away and you tell everybody, like, I don't want this person, I hate this person, like, I don't like this person, whatever. But at the end of the day, it was like, why was this person even saying that? Was it because they were trying to block their heart? You know what I mean? Or was it they want to keep their word and they want to seem like, you know, everything is, you know, the way I say it is, and I'm not going to go back. Like, this person just cares so much about their word. Like, they don't want to break their word, right? But I feel like they already did by telling people all these lies, like, I don't love this person anymore, I don't care about this person anymore. I feel like those were all lies. So now we have this King of Air and this King of Cup. So we have the King of Cup in the beginning and in the end. So I feel like, again, the love for this person is still there. Like, it doesn't go away, right? And that's what I was saying about love. Like, you can't just turn a light on. It's not like a light switch that goes on and off, on and off. It stays on, right? You love the person in the beginning, you denied it. You love this person till the end, and that it just is what it is. But I feel like this person is not lying to themselves anymore. They're not lying anymore to themselves about not loving a person. And now I feel like they might even be trying to manifest either the same type of person, or maybe it is you, Virgo. They're like, okay, well, maybe now I have to go reach out to this person, right? The person that I told I didn't want, and that I told everybody I wasn't about, and that I told everybody that I didn't want to be with. Now it's like, you look kind of like a fool, right? Because you weren't honest with yourself, right? I feel like this comes down to being honest with yourself. Like, I think this person really tried to stop loving this feminine and tried to really like run away and tried to get themselves into a healthier relationship. Maybe that's where the other people are coming in. You know, they tried to be with other people. But what I'm getting with this read, it's like, it doesn't matter who this person's with. This person still has a lot of love for this feminine. So now I feel like the masculine energy is going to try to make some sort of a communication, right? Because that's what I'm getting with this. It's like, it doesn't matter who this person starts with, right? With Judgment in reverse, the Queen of Wands and the Ace of Wands, I feel like this person has tried to work with other women, like has tried to work with other feminines, tried to be in relationships with other people. And all they end up doing is still thinking about this other person, right? With the Eight of Swords and the Star. It's like, I still have thoughts about this other person. Someone else's read was just like this. Who the hell was it? I think it was Aries. So yeah, this person could have Aries in their chart, because we were talking about the Emperor. The Emperor's not even here, but I kept saying the Emperor. So this could be somebody who has Aries in their chart. But yeah, I feel like they're going to try to make some sort of approach, right? Because the lie, maybe this is just the divine telling this person, you know what, like, you can try all you want to forget about this feminine, but you have to admit to yourself, like, that you did have love here and that you did, you know, care about this person, right? Like, it doesn't matter how much you try to move on from them. The idea is, like, you can't lie to yourself, right? Like, you have to stop lying to yourself. At the end of the day, like, you can't lie to yourself, right? Like, your own body feels differently, right? You could say, like, oh, I hate oranges, but then, like, you see an orange and you start, like, salivating. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you can only lie to yourself so much. And I feel like that's what this person is beginning to understand with the Five of Swords and the Ace of Swords in reverse and the World. It's like, finally this person learned the lesson that of, like, what true love actually is. And true love, sometimes, you know, it's not perfect and it hurts, and it's not something that, like, honestly, it's not something that feels good most of the time. Like, true love, I think, actually does hurt, you know, because love is people, you know, just trying to figure shit out, and it's not a perfect thing ever, right? And I think that's what this person's beginning to understand, that, like, love is not perfect, and love is something that's hard to it's hard to even communicate. But at the end of the day, I feel like this person is finally not lying to themselves. Like, they have come to the realization that they've been lying to themselves this entire time, right? And I feel like even if this person has tried to date other people, they're still thinking about you, Virgo. So what's interesting here is that I feel like with the Seneschal in reverse, I feel like this masculine energy, you know, they were lying to themselves this entire time. And I feel like that's how you feel about them, Virgo. You're like, well, I can't even trust this person because this person can't even be honest with themselves, right? Like, this person can't even be, like, honest about who they are and what they feel, and how the hell am I going to have a relationship with them? And that's how I feel like Virgo feels right now. It's like, I can't be in a relationship with someone who can't even explain, they can't even have their own feelings out. You know what I mean? It's like they can't even explain themselves to themselves. If you can't understand yourself, like, again, it's like, know yourself. If you don't know who you are, and you can't accept who you are, then, like, why would anyone want to work with you? And I feel like that's how Virgo feels right now. I just want to know what this person's going to do, because obviously this person's comes to some realization. I feel like maybe they even have been dating another person, and they've, like, you know, they're realizing that they have to, like, admit to themselves that they love, you know, they're still in love with Virgo. So my question is, like, what's going to happen now? Yeah, I just keep feeling like every time they try to, like, talk themselves into, it's like their heart keeps telling them, you know, maybe you should just talk to Virgo. Maybe you should just talk to Virgo. And parts of them are like, no, I can never go back, right? Like, I can never be with Virgo. I have to move forward. I have to move forward. I think this is like Aries' read. So yeah, I think that this person is, I think that they might be someone who, again, this is something like they're emotionally immature, right? With this Page of Cups in reverse, it's someone who I feel like they keep trying to find a way out of, like, feeling the way that they do, or they keep trying to make excuses for, you know, what they do. But at the end of the day, it's like, if you really love someone, you love someone, and that it is what it is, right? The person might not be perfect. The person might not be everything that you want them to be, but that's who you fell in love with, right? And that it just is what it is. You can never talk to this person again, but the fact that you have to, like, at least admit that to yourself, right? And with the Four of Swords in reverse, I feel like this person is either awakening or trying to do some sort of, like, I think they will come to the fact that they still have love for this feminine energy. Yeah, everything's in reversed here. I feel like this person, they're still not ready to make, like, any moves. With the Page of Wands in reverse, we're getting Page and Page, and then they're both in reverse. So I feel like this person, you know, I think they want to take action, but they don't have, like, the courage to do it, right? Like, they want to take action, they want to, like, go forward, they want to communicate, but, like, they're scared, right? So I feel like the energy of this person is, I want to go, I want to express myself, but I'm not ready. So this person's just not ready. They might be getting themselves out of a commitment with somebody at this time as well. Like, remember I was saying that they might be dating somebody else, like, trying to forget about Virgo. I feel like they might be leaving that connection. And there is the Emperor, yeah. So yeah, I feel like this person, they went in a huge circle. It's like they had exactly what they wanted, and then they, like, told themselves, no, that's not what you want. Like, leave that person. You don't love this person. You know, blah, 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 blah. And now we're back to square one again. So yeah, it's a lot for this person. This person's been through it, but let's pull some advice. But yeah, Virgo, if you feel like you can't trust this person, because again, it's like, how much does this person have to lie to themselves? Yeah, I do see someone who's very emotionally immature, right? Could it be something that happened to them in childhood, or, like, just the way that they were, like, raised? But I feel like this person is very hard to, again, like, the whole reading is them fighting themselves, right? and then coming to the same conclusion over and over and over again, but then being like, no, I can't do that, I can't do that, I can't do that, I said I wouldn't, I'm not going to do it, right? So how the hell would how would you feel loyalty to this person? Like, how can you even try to be with a person like this who can't even like express themselves, right? Or can't even, know their own emotions? It's like they don't know themselves, right? Or they fight who it is that they are, which is unfortunate. But I feel like with the Emperor coming out at the end, I think that's a good sign for this person that they are going to move forward, that they, again, may have some sort of awakening. They may have some sort of realization that, again, there's just like no point in fighting it anymore, right? So you guys got Porcupine Spirit, time for a beginner mindset. I think this is for this Emperor. This Emperor is starting again, right? Like time for a beginner mindset, right? Remember I was saying that they're going in a circle. So it's like they're finally starting again at the beginning. And I feel like the beginning again is them maybe when they realize like they were in love with you, right? Like they have love for this person. Again, this could be you, Virgo. I feel like this is an Aries though, or someone with Aries in their chart. I feel like this person really like, again, they went from like, I do love this person, but I'm like, again, whatever they did, I'm not going to forgive them, or I just don't want to be with them anymore. They did this, this, and this. I'm forgetting about them, to like, they're just back and forth, back and forth. And now they're back to the beginning where it's like, okay, yeah, I do love this person. Like, what are you going to do when you do love? That's what I was talking about love in the beginning. It's like, when you really do love a person, it doesn't work like that, where you just can say to yourself, I never loved this person. I don't care about this person. And like talk shit about them, right? Like, or not talk shit about them, but just tell everybody like, oh no, I don't care about them anymore, or I forgot about them. Like, all of that was a lie. You know what I mean? And this person's coming back to the beginning now. Like, they're just realizing that, okay, like, what am I going to do at this point, right? Like, you can't forget about someone. It's been a long time and you're still thinking about the same person. So yeah, with a beginner mind, this person is like going back to the beginning. This could be a good sign when it comes to them coming back to the beginning. Like, again, the page energy, right? A beginner mindset, because sometimes we have to like forget what we know, or forget what we've been taught, or forget what like our parents have taught us, or, society has taught us. It's like, again, this person has to start again. And maybe this is a sign that this relationship could start again if this person could get into this mindset, which I feel like they are. Now with Frigga, the goddess of discernment, I spend my time wisely. I only say yes when it's a holy hell yes. I feel like that's you, Virgo, right? It could be both of you, right? But I feel like it's you, Virgo. You, Virgo, you don't trust this person because it's like, you could break up with me, you can leave me, right? Like, you don't have to be with me if you don't want to be with me, but you don't have to like tell people like that you don't care, and you don't have to lie. Like, again, this person just lied to themselves, or kept trying to like believe a narrative that they created, but wasn't what they actually felt within. So it's like sad, because I feel like Virgo just doesn't have any trust for someone like this. It's like, I can't trust someone who can't express themselves. I can't trust someone who doesn't even know themselves, right? And I feel like with Frigga, the goddess of discernment, I feel like this person has been trying to discern like right and wrong, and like trying to make things like black or white, and everything I feel like here is gray, right? So Virgo, don't do the same thing that this person did, which was try to like put somebody in a box, right? Like, this person, yes, they're kind of a mess when it comes to their emotional maturity, but that doesn't mean that people stay like that forever. That doesn't mean that people can't grow, and that doesn't mean that people can't change. Like, don't put this person in a box the way they put you in a box, right? Like, they put you in a box and said, no, I don't want to be with this person, right? Like, they categorized you and they put you in a box, and that was their mistake, and they're learning that. So don't do the same thing to this person. Like, if this person was to come back into your life, I feel like you should hear them out. And I feel like this reading should help you understand. Again, this is kind of like an empathic thing. Understand their side of you. And again, you don't have to be with this person. You can do the same thing that this person is doing. But I feel like you might be marrying one another, and where you're going to go in a huge circle and realize that you still have you still love the same person, right? Like, you can talk all you want about how you don't want to be with the person because of this, and that. It's kind of reminding me of, like, again, Sex and the City, right? Miranda, when she makes that list of like all the reasons she should not be with Steve, and then all the reasons she should be with Steve, and the list of bad is bigger than the list of good. So you would think like she would never go back to Steve, but she ends up walking to the Brooklyn Bridge and being with Steve because she freaking loves him, and that it just is what it is, right? That's kind of what I feel like is going on here. Like, people are making lists, and like which one's longer, the list of things that they like are wrong with them, but at the end of the day, like, you still love each other. So yeah, that's what I'm getting. Virgo, like, don't put this person in a box the way they put you in a box, right? Anyway, I love you guys. I hope that this helps, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.